Very good afternoon to respected teachers, my dear friends and my juniors. Today I am going to present seminar on the global sea level rise, policy implication and adaptation strategies. These are my contents. And before we go to the before we understand what is sea level rise, we should understand what is sea level and what is mean sea level. The sea level is the surface of the sea, which is used in the estimation of the height of the geographical features such as sea and also as a barometric standard. And coming to the main sea level is an average level of the surface of one or more ocean of the earth, from which elevations such as heights such as elevation may be measured. And coming to the sea level rise, the sea level rise is the increase in the global mean sea level as a result of increase in the volume of water in the ocean. As you can see in the picture, this is the ice sheet when it is melted, the new sea level is created. If we go to the history of the sea level rise, according to the data talking about the prehistoric time, during the last glacial maximum, that is 20,000 years ago, the sea level was approximately 150 meters, which is lower than city. And the region was the vast amount of water was trapped in the ice sheets. And the time when the sea level was higher than today was the last interglacial period, that is 13,000 years ago. Then in between the 19th century and 20th century, which was the period of the industrial revolution, also one of the fossil increase, which resulted in the increase in the emission of the greenhouse gases, and this marked the significant impact of the human on the climate. Then in 20th century, talking about the 1900 to 1990, sea level rose at the rate of 1.2 to 1.7 millimeter per year, and by 2000 it increased to 3.2 millimeter per year. And in the recent decades, as we have been since 1992, we have been using the satellite data like Topaz, Sodian, and Dashan. The data shows the sea level has risen by 10.1 centimeters since 1992. And the report released by the IPCC, that is the Intergovernmental Panel for the Climate Change, and this report underlines the terrible changes that is taking place in the ocean, glacier, and the ice deposit on the land and sea. And this report expects the ocean level to rise between 10 to 30 inches by 2100, and the temperature by 1.5 degrees centigrade. Coming to the what are the causes of the sea level changes? The first is the thermal expansion, which is also known as the ocean warming. Then the melting of the glacier and the ice cap due to the global warming. Then the loss of the ices that are present in Greenland and Antarctica. Dam water storage, glacial intervention cycle, and tectonic activity. The fast is the main reason for which the sea level is rising. And the last things are let's explain how sea level changes, that means rise and fall of the sea. The we will understand all the processes one by one. So thermal expansion, to understand it, we can take a simple example. When you take some water and heat it, the volume of the water will increase. Similar in nature, due to the climate change, global temperature increases, and due to increase in the global temperature, surface ocean temperature also increases, will lead to the increase in the volume of the water. This is also known as the thermal expansion of water. Thermal expansion accounts for about half of the global sea level rise in the recent decades. Then the global warming. Global warming is a gradual increase in the Earth's average temperature due to buildup of the greenhouse gases. As you can see in the picture, the heat that is coming from the sun, but when it is radiated from the Earth's surface, this is trapped by the greenhouse gases like methane, carbon dioxide, and sulfur gases. And with time, this increases the temperature of the Earth. And to see how the global warming affects the glacier and the ice sheet, we can see the picture in 1906. The area was completely covered with the ice sheet, but in 2004, the ice is completely melted and it is water. This is how melting of ice and thermal expansion leads to the sea level rise. And next is the loss of the ices that are present in Greenland and Antarctica. As we know, the mass of large ices are present in Antarctica and Greenland. So due to the increase in the heat, these ices have started melting and at an accelerated rate. And scientists also believe that water that melts from the ice that coming from the above, the sea water from the below, they are seeping into the West Antarctica ice sheet and into the Greenland ice sheet, which duplicating them and causing them to move in a faster way into the sheet. As you can see in the picture, this one is the Greenland and this is the Antarctica. In 1992, this area in the melted ice area was this much, and this this was extended to this area. And in September 1994, the Antarctica was the ice cover was this much area, but all the ice is melted in the 1992. The above discussed three reasons for the main reasons for which sea level is rising. If you see the contribution, the melting of glaciers is contributing 45%, thermal expansion is contributing 38%, and the ice is that is melting from the Antarctica contributing 13%, and ice crust from the Greenland contributing 4%. If we talk about the sea level change, that means rise and fall of the sea level, these are caused by mainly these regions. First one is the glacial and the interglacial cycles, which is mainly caused by the Milankovitch cycle, which is related to the variation in the solar radiation. If you talk about the Milankovitch cycle, this was named after the astronomer and the geophysicist Milton Milankovitch. This cycle includes eccentricity, obliquity, and the precision. Eccentricity, according to eccentricity, the nearly circular path of the orbit of the Earth becomes elliptical due to the gravitational attraction of the Jupiter and the Mars. And as the distance from the sun also decreases, as the distance from the sun varies, so the solar radiation also varies. Then coming to the precision, which is the tidal forces of the sun and moon, which have the precision. So direction of the axis of that changes with time, and the axis of rotation makes an angle with the orbital plane. So it varies between 21.5 to 24.5. If we see, this is the region for which we have the glacial and the interglacial period. If we see how does the glacial and interglacial cycle affect the sea level change, if we see the map over here, due to all the interglacial period, the temperature rises. Temperature is between 40 to 30 degrees, but in all the glacial periods, we have the temperature between 10 to 20 degrees. So what happens is during the glacial period, the temperature is low, and the interglacial period temperature is high. So it is okay that when the temperature is high, the ice is will melt with the sea level rise. And how the tectonic activity causes the sea level change locally. There are different phases. First one is the vertical land movement, then subsidence and subsidence. This is also related to the adjustment of the post pressure, and it is known as the post pressure rebound. So what happens is these are the ice present. This compress this land area, and this is uplifted, and the sea level falls relative to the land. But in this case, when the ice sheets are melted, this compressed area can rebound, and this area, the level of this area is decreased. So now sea level is rises relative to the land. And now we know due to the plate movement. So for example, due to the divergent plate movement, the Miocene regions are formed in the oceans, which add more volume to the ocean basin. Now, how we know the sea level is changing? So we have different methods and technologies to measure the sea level change. First one is the tide gauges. So tide gauges are the instrument which are placed.
Next.
These are the impact of the sea level rise. So after the coastal areas, due to the sea level rise, high waves and storm surges erode the coastal areas. As you can see in the picture, this was the first one. Right side one, these were the areas, but with the erosion, something like this, and with the coastal erosion also flooding comes to the, and next is the agricultural impact on the food security. When the sea level rises, the groundwater level relatively decreases, and saline water is injected into the fresh groundwater. which indirectly impact the soil, and when soil is contaminated, this affects the crop and ultimately the food security. Then the loss of the habitats like wetland, mangrove, and the economic consequences that are building the sheep wall. Next, what are the adaptation strategies to the threat of the sea level rise? So, first there are barriers like building the sheep walls, which should protect us from the storm surges, and elevating the building and relocating the areas that are presently needed to the coastal. And as wetland acts as a natural buffer to the flooding, we can restore the wetlands, and proper drainage system increase the water flow, and the planning that have been made and implemented in the urban areas. They should also include the sea level rise, and communities should be educated about how the sea level is rising, and innovative solutions like floating cities exploring water. These are some examples like the capital of the Indonesia is Jakarta. It is being planned to relocate the Jakarta into the Borneo, and the Indonesia government launched a coastal development project, which is also known as the Garuda, the Giant River. It is built in 2040 to protect the city from the floods, and it is proposed by the researchers to create a Northern European enclosure dam to protect the 15 Northern European countries from the rising sea. And what is the path ahead? So, reducing the greenhouse emissions should be the long-term goal to keep the sea level rise in check. And the Paris Agreement 2016 provides a clear vision on limiting the global warming and thus the sea level rise. These are the Paris Agreement to hold the average increase of global temperature to 2 degrees centigrade, limiting the temperature increase to 1.5 degrees centigrade, increasing the ability to adapt the climate change, and save and increase the forest